it drives down to the core thing that I really loved about wrestling, and that is, in layman's terms, it's pretending to be something you're not. So anyway, yes, but I did want to do one, and you just sort of hope, pray that one day the opportunity will come, and sure enough, this one did. And clearly, it was certainly in a genre that I was very comfortable with. So I think, as silly as it sounds, I'm one of those guys that things that are meant to be. It was a film that didn't have anything to do with action or adventure, but it was more, a feeling, a feel good. In this particular case, a inspirational romantic comedy. It's about a washed-up child star, Gavin Stone, played by Brett Dalton from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is phenomenal, by the way. He gets in trouble and he has to do community service, and of course, in his very selfish way, he's trying to find out the easiest thing he can do, and so he goes and does community service at the church, and even doing that, he's trying to make that easier, and so he sees that they're putting on an Easter pageant, and so he volunteers to help them and play in the role of Jesus and use his acting expertise to help them along. But his whole motive is to try to just get out of doing the work. Well, Doug's is a former convict whose life was also changed impactfully by the church and his family. And in the movie, he's playing one of the disciples who, in the play, and of course, also in the meantime, he does his service in the church and things of that nature. And of course, the director, Dallas Jenkins, knew my story and knew that there was sort of a similarity between Doug's story in the movie and mine in real life. And of course, he let the WWE know, and I obviously saw the connection as well and thought, gosh, for your first movie, it'd be great to play a character that you have a lot in common with. Now, I never did time, but certainly Doug and I both screwed up our lives enough, and again, got a second chance. But I was overall unbelievably happy with the finished product. And again, I got to tell you, I think everybody just did a fantastic job, and I really enjoyed the movie. It is a movie. It's not just something I'm saying. It's a movie that I really enjoyed watching, and quite honestly, I'm honored to say that's my first one.